Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Intro to Ashtanga. We are going to do half primary time. So to begin, let's step to the front of the mat, feet together, hands at heart center, soften the gaze or close the eyes. Really just start to breathe in through the nose here, connect to the breath. Exhale out the nose as well. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. After this last one, we'll start with a resounding sound of in the chant. Vande Gurla Charana Vinde Sanda Shita Swatma Sukhavore Nishye Se Shakaling Kaimone Sansara Hala Hala Moha Shantye Avaru Varu Shakram Shankarasi Darinam Sahasra Setam Swetam Pranamami Patanjali. Exhale, arms by the side. 5 Surya Namaskars A. So inhale, raise arms, gaze towards thumbs, palms touching. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hand, step the feet back and lower down, pause. Inhale, lift up for your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here, spreading the fingertips wide, gaze towards the navel. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, jump to the front of your mat, lifting up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touching. Exhale, arms by the side. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, once again, palms touching. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back or lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up for cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Gaze towards the navel, taking it up and in. Four and 5. Inhale, step or jump to the front of your mat, lifting up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touching. Exhale, arms by the side. Good. 3 more. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touching. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, lower down. Inhale, lift up for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Really connecting to the breath, taking that inhale through the nose, exhale out the nose. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. 4 and 5. Inhale, step or jump to the front of your mat. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touching. Exhale, arms by the side. 2 more. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touching. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, lower down. Inhale, lift up for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Imagine taking that navel up and in to the back of the spine. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Press every knuckle of the hands into the mat. 4 and 5. And we're going to inhale, step or jump to the front of the mat. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touching. Exhale, arms by the side. One more. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touching. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step or jump back, lower down. Inhale, lifting up for your up dog, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, step or jump to the front of your mat, lifting up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touching. Exhale, arms by the side. 3, Suriname scar beads. So inhale, sink the hips low, take the arms up overhead, palms touching for your chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump the feet back, lowering down. Inhale, lift up for your cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward in between the hands, pivoting the back foot, taking the arms up for your warrior one. Exhale, plant the hands. Right foot comes back, lower down. Inhale, lift up for your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now left foot comes forward on the inhale, pivoting the right foot, arms coming up, overhead touching. Exhale, bring the foot, left foot comes back now, down, lower down. Inhale, lift up for your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Really focusing on lifting the inhale. Taking that navel to spine on the exhale. 4, 5. On your inhale, step or jump the feet in between the hands, lifting up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sink the hips low, take the arms up overhead, chair pose. Exhale, arms by the side. 2 more like that. So we'll inhale, sink the hips low, take the arms up overhead, palms touching. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, step the feet back or jump the feet back and lower down. Inhale, lifting up for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, pivot the back foot, lift the arms, warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot. Right foot comes back, lower down. Inhale, lift up for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward, pivot the back foot, arms come up. Warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot. Left foot comes back, lowering down to your chaturanga. Inhale, lift up for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, gaze forward, step or jump the feet in between the hands, lifting up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sink the hips low, take the arms up overhead, Utkatasana. Exhale, arms by the side. 1 more like that. So inhale, sink the hips low, take the arms up overhead, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, keep the hands planted into the mat and lower down. Inhale, lift up for your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, pivot the back foot, lift the arms up overhead, warrior one. Exhale, plant the hands to the mat. Right foot comes back, lowering down to your chaturanga. We're gonna inhale, lift up for your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now your left foot comes forward on the inhale, pivoting that right foot. Lift the arms up overhead for your warrior one on the other side. Exhale, frame the foot. Left foot comes back, lowering down to your chaturanga. We'll inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Gaze towards the navel. 3, 4, and 5. All on your inhale, step or jump the feet in between the hands, lifting up halfway, flat back position. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sink the hips low, take the arms up overhead, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, arms by the side. Samasthiti at the front of the mat. On your exhales, step the feet apart, Paschimottanasana. Padangusthasana. So we're gonna step the feet apart, inhale, and on the exhale, take your 2-piece fingers, grabbing the big toe, lengthen, and then on the exhale, tilt a little bit of the weight into the ball mounds of the feet, and allow the head to come in, trying to hug the elbows in towards the legs as best as possible. Gaze off the tip of the nose. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift up halfway. Remove the hands from the peace fingers around the toes, placing the hands up underneath the feet. Exhale, fold forward once again. 2, 3, rock the weight into the ball mounds of the feet once again, not sinking it into the heels. 4, and 5. Inhale, lift up halfway once again. Exhale fully. Release the hands from underneath the feet. Inhaling all the way up. Feet together on the inhale. Exhale, step the right foot back, pointing it towards the back of the mat. Right foot comes to the side, towards the side of the mat for our triangle. Lift the arms up. Exhale. Peace fingers come around that right big toe. Lift the left hand up towards the ceiling. 5 breaths. Roll the right hip under, peel that left one back for 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift up. Pivot the left foot towards the front of the mat. Right foot comes towards the side of the mat. Exhale, left fingertips come up. Peace fingers come around that left big toe. Right hand comes up towards the ceiling for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lifting up once again. Exhale, pivot the feet once again. Twisted triangle. We'll take the left hand across the body, placing it on top of that right foot or the outside of the right foot if you can. Extend the right hand up towards the ceiling, pressing firmly into that front foot and the knife edge of that back foot for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lifting up, pivot the feet. Exhale, right hand comes across, lift the left arm up towards the ceiling. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale to bring you all the way up. Exhale, Samasthiti at the front of the mat. All on your exhale, inhale, and then on the exhale, step the right foot back once again, bending deeply in that right knee, pressing into the outside edge of that left foot, extended side angle. Now, hand can be outside of that your right hand can be outside of the right foot, hopefully. If not, you can come with the right elbow up to the top of the right knee. So, extend the left arm forward, roll that hip under for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift up, pivot the feet, left side. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale to lift up again. Pivot the feet once again, coming into your twisted, extended side angle. Left hand hopefully can come outside of that right foot, but if not, use either the prayer twist, keeping that right foot pressing firmly to the ball mound of that right foot, or you can bring it all the way down and take the right hand to the lower back, peeling the chest up towards the ceiling. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. On your inhale, press into your feet, pivoting them towards the front side of the mat, bending that left knee, coming either into the prayer twist or hooking that right elbow completely across the left side and pressing the right hand to the outside of that left, on the outside of that left foot. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All on the inhale, we're going to lift up, opening up towards the side of the room. Exhale, step to the front of the mat, Samasthiti. On the inhale, stepping the right foot back. We're going to come into Prasarita. I'm trying to figure out how to do this and not have my back towards y'all, but there's not a way. So extend the arms out to the side. Inhale fully. Exhale, take the hands in between the legs, lowering the crown down towards the mat. Press into the outside edges of the feet for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift up only halfway. Exhale fully here. Inhale, hands to the hips, lifting up all the way. Exhale. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, take them to the sides once again. Roll the shoulders. Exhale. Inhale, puffing up through the chest. Exhale, crown down towards the mat. Really press to the outside of the feet for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift up slowly, all on the inhale. Exhale when you get to the top. Inhale, extend the arms once again. Interlace them behind the back, lengthening the knuckles towards the heels. Inhale fully. Exhale, bring your head back down towards the mat. Really rocking some weight into the ball mounds of the feet. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift up all the way. Exhale here. Inhale, releasing the arms, taking it out towards the side. Exhale, peace fingers around the 2 big toes. Exhale, lower the ground down towards the mat. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lifting up halfway only. Exhale here fully. Release the peace fingers from around the toes, catch the waist. Inhale, lift the rest of the weight up. All on your exhale, step to the front of the mat, Samasthiti. Parvasanasana. Take reverse namaste behind the back. Or clasp the elbows. So we will inhale, step the right foot back, angle that left foot to the side of the mat. Once again, a little bit of a shorter stance than triangle. And on the exhale, take the nose down towards the shin. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift up all the way. Exhale here. Pivot the feet, inhaling. And on the exhale, bow over the left leg. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, step to the front of your mat, release the hands, Samasthiti. Big toe pose. So press down through all 4 corners of that left foot. Left hand catches the left side of the waist. We will extend the right foot out in front of us, catching the big toe with the peace fingers. Exhale, fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, and on the exhale, open the right leg out towards the right side of the room. Roll the hip under. Gaze down towards the left side of the room. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, bring that right foot back to center. Fold once again. Catch the waist with both hands. Point that right foot. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release the right foot back down towards the mat. Other side. Right hand catches the right side of the waist. Extend that left leg out in front of you. Peace fingers catch that left big toe. Exhale to fold. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, open the left foot out towards the left side of the room. Roll the left hip under. Gaze down towards the right side. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, bring that left leg back through. Fold once again. Release the left foot. Bring the left hand to the left hip. For 1, point that left big toe, or left foot. 4, and 5. Release the left foot to the ground. Keeping it staying at the front of your mat. We're going to come into Ardha Baddha. So draw the knee into the chest. Find that external rotation of that hip joint, bringing the right foot to the inner part of the left hip. This was a little hard for me, guys. Still working on opening up through the hips. Take the bind of your choice. Inhale. And then on the exhale, fold forward, taking the hands to the mat. 5 breaths. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift up, really rooting down through that big toe. Exhale when you get to the top. Switching sides, so hug that left knee into your chest, root down to that right big toe. Find that external rotation of the hip, bringing that right foot into the right hip, allowing the knee to drop. Taking the bind of your choice, hands down to the mat. Fold forward on the exhale. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift up slowly. Exhale, release the foot down to the mat. Samasthiti in the front of the mat. So we're going to vinyasa to Utkatasana. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touching. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step or jump the feet back, lower down. Inhale, lift up for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between the hands, moving through Utkatasana, all in one breath on the inhale. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, plank the hands, step or jump the feet back through your chaturanga. Inhale, lifting up for cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, pivot the back foot, warrior 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, pivot the feet towards the back of the mat, bending that left knee, warrior 1 on the left side. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, expand through the chest for your warrior 2. Hands out towards the sides. Roll the shoulders away from the ears for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, pivot the feet towards the front of the mat. Once again, bending in that right knee, warrior 2. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Lift up if you can. And on the exhale, lower down through your chaturanga. Inhaling, lift up your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving through our seated poses now. So we'll inhale, step the feet to a seated position as best you can, or wherever you are in your practice. Lengthen the legs out in front of you for Dandasana. Hands by the hips, lengthen up through the crown, chin to chest. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, Paschimottanasana Asana, peace fingers around the big toes. Fold forward, sternum and nose towards the knees. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the head only. Then on the exhale, take the deepest bind of your choice. So whether it's clasping the outside of the feet, staying with peace fingers around the toes, or grabbing using the left hand to grab the right wrist. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the head only. Exhale, release the hands. Cross the feet, lift what you can. Come forward to your chaturanga, stepping the feet back, lowering down all the way. Lift up for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the feet to your seated position, lengthening them out in front of you for our reverse plank. Reversing the hands, roll the shoulders away from the ears, point the toes. Really sinking down to prepare yourself. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift the hips up towards the ceiling, allow the head to come back for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, and then on the exhale, lower the hips back down towards the mat. Cross the legs, lift whatever you can. Lower down. Bring the hands forward, step the feet back, coming into your chaturanga. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, step the feet up, sitting in your seated position. Lengthen the legs out in front of you for half lotus. So draw that right knee in now. Find the external rotation of that right hip, bringing that right foot into the inner part of the top of the hip. And then we're going to have that left foot flex up towards the ceiling. Then you can take the bind of your choice, whether it's just to keep the hand in the little top of the hip crease, or even clasping these fingers around the toes, and the left hand comes to the outside of that left foot. Lower down, nose towards the shin. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lifting the head forward. Exhale here. Cross the legs, lift what you can. Come forward on the exhale into your chaturanga position, lowering down. Inhale, lift up for your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the feet on either side of the hands, coming down into your seated position. Lengthen the right leg out long in front of you. Hug the left knee in. Find the external rotation of that left hip, bringing it in as close as you can to the inner part of that right leg. Find of your choice. Clasp the outside edge of that right foot, nose towards the shin. Three, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift up. Exhale fully. Unbinding the legs slowly. Cross the legs, lift what you can, pressing into all 4 corners of the hands. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, come forward. Step the feet back, chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, lift up for your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All on your inhale, the right foot comes to left wrist. And the right foot comes to left wrist, left foot comes to right wrist, sitting down. Sorry. Extend the legs out long in front of you. Coming into Janu Sirsasana A, so seated tree position. We're about to have a really bad storm here. So lengthen that left leg out in front of you. Right foot comes into the inner part of the left leg. Inhale, exhale, right wrist, left, right hand, left wrist, nose towards shin. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the head only. Exhale here. Inhale, come out of the posture, cross the legs, lift what you can. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come forward, lowering down on the exhale into your chaturanga. Inhale, lift up for your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, right foot comes to left wrist, left foot comes to right wrist, lower down. Extend the right leg out long, coming into Janu Shirshasana on the left side. So left foot comes to the inner thigh of that right leg. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, left hand grabs the right wrist, nose down towards the shin. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the head only, exhaling here. Release the clasp. Inhale, cross the legs, lift what you can. Exhale, coming forward into your chaturanga, bit lower down. Inhale, lift up for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into your seated position, bring yourself down to the mat. Coming into, take the, sitting on the right heel. So you have to get in between the parts and you only know where that is. So having the left foot extended, sitting on top of that left heel. Right knee comes out towards the side of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Nose towards the shin. Right hand grab the left wrist. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the head only. Exhale here completely. Inhale, lift up. Lift what you can on the exhale, on the inhale. Come forward on the exhale. Step the feet back, lowering down. Inhale, lifting up for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come through to your seated position. Other side, so right leg is extended out long. You're sitting on the left heel. So left leg, left knee is going to be out towards the left side of the mat. And inhale, get tall. Exhale, left hand grabs the right wrist, nose towards the shin for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the head only. Exhale here. Inhale to come out. Exhaling. Inhale, lift what you can with the knees hugged into the chest. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, come forward, lowering down into your chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale, lift up for your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, come into your seated position, lowering down, lengthening the legs out in front of you, coming into toe breaker. So left foot is extended out long, taking the right foot into the mat, and really finding that rotation of the hip joint, and allowing the knee to come out towards the side of the mat. We'll inhale, get tall, then on the exhale, bind as you can, whether it be clasping the outside of the foot or grabbing the wrist. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the head only. Exhale here. Inhale, lift what you can. Exhale, step the feet back, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, lift up for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, bring the feet forward into your seated position. lengthening the mat in front of you, left side. Right leg extends long, left foot comes into the mat, finding that external rotation of the hip joint for toe breaker. We'll sit up tall, and on the exhale, we fold. Taking the bind of your choice, nose towards the shin. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pulling. Inhale, lift what you can. And then on the exhale, lower back down. Inhale, bring it forward bring yourself forward, and exhale, lower down to chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale, lift up for cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, step the feet up to the front of the mat, coming into your seated position, lowering down. Lengthen the legs out in front of you. Coming into Marichyasana A. So bend the right knee. Hinge the right arm, take the right arm forward, wrapping it around the right knee. Left arm comes around the back, clasp the hand if you can. Using a towel if you cannot clasp. If you're nowhere near clasping, you can just stay right here. So be wherever you are today. And take the nose down toward the shin. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift up the head only. Exhale here. Release the bind if you have it. Inhale, lift what you can. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, on the inhale, start coming forward, lengthening the feet out behind you, lower down on the exhale. Inhale, lift up for your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward for your seated position, lowering down. Marichyasana on the left side. So right leg extends, left knee is bent. Either bringing that left arm up and around, binding as you can, or if you cannot, just coming into maybe a forward fold position, nose down towards the shin. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the head only. Exhale here. Release the bind. Cross the legs, lifting on the inhale. Lift what you can. Exhale, lower back down. On your exhale, come forward, lowering down to your chaturanga. Lift up with the inhale for your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, come through to your seated position, lowering down. Marichyasana B. So you'll be coming into your lotus position. So bend the right knee in, find the rotation of the hip joint, placing it in between the top of that hip crease. Knee comes down as best as you can. Left knee is bent, placed firmly into the mat. And that left arm forward, taking the right arm around the back. And take the head down towards the mat as best you can. Now, if you cannot even come close to being in this position, you could just come into Ardha Matsyendrasana, where the right foot is on the outside of the right hip, left foot is placed in front of that right foot and fold in. Or you can try to bind and fold in. It's a little bit easier. It's where I started. So for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift up the head only. Exhale here. Release the bind. Inhale, cross the legs, lift what you can, even if it's just your toes. Exhale, lower it back down. On your inhale, start to come forward, then on the exhale, lower yourself down to your chaturanga. Lifting up to your up dog on your inhale, and then on your exhale, downward facing dog. In your inhale, we'll come through to your seated position, Varichasana be on the other side. So this time, we find that external rotation of that left hip, taking the left foot to that inner part of that right hip crease, bending in that right knee. Either taking the bind of your choice, whether it be wrapped around, you can even stay up tall here, working on opening up through the hip, and even coming into, like I said before, that left foot, the outside of that, the left foot comes out to the side of the right hip and stay here. And coming into that forward fold type position. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll inhale, lift the head only. Exhale here. On your inhale, cross the legs, lift the hips or lift the feet, whatever you can, and lower back down when you exhale. Rolling through your inhale, coming into your chaturanga on the exhale. Lift up for your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, come into your seated position. Moving into Varichasana C, so bend the right knee. Then we'll work our way. Now, if you're not able to bind in this position, you can just wrap that left arm around that right leg and just start here. Or you can even start by hooking that left elbow around that right knee, gaze over the right shoulder. Just a few variations to help get you started if you're not able to fully come into the bind of wrapping the left arm around that knee and binding behind your back, gazing over that right shoulder and expanding through the collarbone. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, take the gaze forward. Exhale completely. Release the bind. Inhale, cross the legs, lift the hips, what you can. Lower back down. Inhale, and then rolling forward, exhale. Lower down to your chaturanga. Inhale, lift up for your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the feet up. Coming into your seated position, lowering down. Lengthen the legs out long in front of you. Bring the left knee in this time, keeping that right leg extended out long. Moving through the bind of your choice, whether it be hooking the knee or wrapping that right arm around the knee or coming into the full expression. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward. Release the bind. Inhale, cross the legs and lift what you can. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale to come forward and exhale, lowering down to your chaturanga. We'll inhale, lift up for your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the feet forward, lower down into your seated position. Varichasana D. So this time, if you took the modified version in B, you'll probably do the same thing here in D. So wherever you may be, that is round. There you go. So come to where the right foot is either outside that left hip and the left foot is in front of it. Or find that external rotation of that right hip, bring it into that left hip crease, and the left foot comes in. And this is what I'm still working on. So what I do is I am in half lotus, but I just wrap my arms around my knee, sit tall and gaze over my left shoulder. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, release. Release, coming out of the position, unloosing the legs. Cross the feet. Press the hands into the mat, lifting what you can. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, coming forward, and exhale, lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into your seated position for Marichasana on the other side. Right legs extended out long. At first, if you're coming into half lotus, left knee is in. And then you bring that left foot into the inner hip crease. Draw the right foot in, allowing that knee to come down towards the mat. Binding if you can, or if you can't, you can just stay up tall like me. Wrapping the arms around the knee and gazing over that right shoulder. And breathe. Soften where you can. For 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale completely. Lengthen the right leg out long to unlotus the legs. Then you hug the knees into the chest, lifting what you can. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, rolling forward. Exhale, lower down into your chaturanga. We'll inhale, lift up for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Navasana. So we'll inhale, come forward, sitting down. Lengthen the legs out in front of you. Extend the arms, lift the chest. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cross the legs, lift the hips. Lower back down for another round for round 2. So we'll lengthen the legs out in front of us, lengthen the arms, lift the chest. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, lower the feet, cross the legs, lift the hips. Lower back down. Round 3. Point the toes, lengthen the arms, lift the chest for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower the legs, cross the feet, lift the hips. Lower back down on the exhale. Round 4. Point the toes, hands out in front, lift the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cross the feet, lift the hips, lower back down. Lengthen the legs out, arms go forward, lift the chest for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower the legs, lift the hips, tuck the knees into the chest, lower down the exhale. Come forward to your chaturanga, step the feet back. Inhale, lift up for your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to close with the final 3 in abbreviated version. So bring the feet forward, sitting down.
at the front of your mat. Lotusing up the legs if you can. If you cannot, you can lotus the legs and change your position with each posture. So that would look like almost like a double pigeon. So you would have one foot in lotus and the other underneath. Or you would have them in both lotus. Swim the arms behind you, clasping the elbows with each hand. Sit up tall on the inhale. On the exhale, bow in, taking the head or the crown down towards the mat. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll inhale, lift up all the way. That's traditionally held for 10. Exhale, release the clasp of the elbows or the toes. Index fingers to thumbs now, taking them to the fronts of the knees. Chin to chest. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale. Upati Tahi. Press the hands into the mat, either switching out the legs if you are in half lotus, if you have not already. Press the hands into the mat, lift the knees up towards the ceiling, gaze up towards the ceiling. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, lower back down. Uncross the legs or unlotus the legs. Coming forward to your chaturanga. We'll inhale, lift up for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between the hands, lifting up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touching. Exhale, arms by the side, Samasthiti. Take some nice deep breaths here. Last vinyasa. We'll inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touching. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back position. Exhale, step the feet back, lowering into your chaturanga. Inhale, lift up for your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, step the feet up towards the hands, sitting down. Coming into your Shavasana now. Lengthen the legs out long in front of you. Lower the body down to the mat completely. Arms out beside you. Soften the gaze and close the eyes. I will leave you here for your Shavasana. To just allow the body to relax completely. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Allow the eyes to draw heavy into the backs of the skull. Release the jaw completely. Know that you did a good job. Allow the hips to fall completely into the mat. Every single muscle will relax. From the crown of your head to the base of your feet as you rest in Shavasana.